What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the stream, and today we're going to have some fun looking into our future as we get to witness the debuts of two of our top 10 prospects in Agustin Ramirez and Joe Mack. We'll also get to see the young righty phenom Eury Perez make his long-awaited return to the bigs. Up first will be Agustin Ramirez's debut here in Milwaukee. He'll be playing first base today. Looking at our top 10 prospects, Ramirez and Mack are ranked 7th and 8th, respectively. Brandon Woodruff will be our competition on the mound today. Ramirez will get his first shot at him in the top half of the second with no one on and no one out. First pitch he sees will be a 97-mile-per-hour sinker that misses off the plate. Woodruff will try to catch the corner on the outside with a four-seamer, but he'll miss, and now we've got a nice swing-out-of-your-shoes count. And that's exactly what Ramirez will do, but oof, not like that, big guy. Rook just a bit too amped up on that one. The 2-1 offering is another miss by Woodruff on a fastball, and in the 3-1 count, Ramirez won't bite on yet another fastball out of the zone, and he'll work a walk in his first big league at bat. He would go on to score on a sac fly, and now the Marlins have a 4-2 lead here in the third. Woodruff will miss with a changeup, and Ramirez starts 1-0 again. Next pitch is a fastball that comes in with some smoke behind it at 97. Ramirez can't quite catch up to it, so Woodruff goes right back to it again. This one paints the black beautifully for strike number 2. Now in protection mode, Ramirez is finally going to catch a piece of the heater to stay alive. 1-2 offering again is yet another fastball, but he'll spit on it and the count is even. Woodruff will stick with the velocity on this 2-2 pitch, but he misses off the inside edge and it's all full up. Strong AB here by Ramirez, demonstrating great patience, but a little too patient, as he'll watch strike 3 blow right past him. Very close call and a good battle, but a backwards K is the final result. Now in the 6th, the lefty Brian Hudson is on the mound. Ramirez swings and misses at the first pitch fastball. Next pitch is another heater, which he'll foul straight back. Just missed that one, and now he's in a quick 0-2 hole. In protect mode again, won't put a great swing on this one, but he chops it back up the middle. On your horse, young fella! And no dice as he slips to 0-2 on the day. Now we get a chance to see the kid out there on defense. Base is chock full of Brewers, so a dicey spot. Frelick will rope this one to right, and we got a play at the plate. Quick cut by Ramirez as he drops an absolute dime to Hicks at the plate. And the Marlins save a run at the dish. Nice play. Ramirez and Carlson making things happen to keep the Marlins on top. One last opportunity at the dish for Ramirez here in the 8th. Marlins are still clinging to that 4-3 lead, so Ramirez he had some insurance? Well, not a great start as he'll swing through yet another fastball on this one. Cutter misses on the next pitch and we're back even. Now a tough curveball by Koenig, but good discipline gives Ramirez count advantage. But he can't take advantage as he swings through yet another fastball. What happens when you can't hit the straight stuff in the bigs? Well, you're going to get bullied by the soft stuff. Good changeup by Koenig, and that'll wrap up an 0 for day for Ramirez. Good news is we'll pick up the dub. Not the greatest debut from Agustin, but he did work counts pretty well in this one and got on base the one time with the walk. He also cut down that runner at home, which kept Milwaukee at bay. They did tie it in the 8th, but 2 runs in the 9th by our offense gets us our 45th victory on the season. On to debut numero 2 in this one. We'll be in boring-ass St. Louis taking on the Cardinals for Joe Mack's first cup of coffee. Not a bad start either, already up 2-0 and a duck on the pond. Mack is first pitch hacking. Maybe he should have taken a second to warm up a bit though, as that'll be a quick out number 2 with the ground out to short. Now back out there in the 5th, Mack goes after the first pitch again and smacks a frozen rope into center field. 116 miles per hour on the exit velocity, anything but a cheap one for his first major league hit. Hopefully this is just the beginning of a very long and prosperous career. And look who grabs the baseball for him. His fellow top prospect and catcher compadre, Agustin Ramirez. Gives you all the feels that these two may eternally be linked in their entire careers. One more look at this base knock. Went down in the zone and just smoked it. Marlins down 3 as Mack gets another opportunity. Fouls off the first pitch fastball, then takes a slider off the plate to even things up. Gets a fastball up in the zone, but solid location by McGreevy, and Mac can't quite get around on it, so that'll be an easy fly out to right. But one final shot of the ninth as the Marlins try one last rally. First pitch cutter is well located and gets a swing and a miss. Second pitch absolutely locks Mac up. Same cutter, but an ugly swing. Then an 0-2 sweeper will send him packing. 3 swings and 3 misses. Not a great AB to finish his debut. That'll be it for the Marlins in this one. Couldn't push anybody across in the ninth as Phil Maton slams the door shut on the 6-3 Cardinals victory. Not a bad debut from Mac. Good to get his feet wet and grab his first major league hit as well. Now we've got one more order of business to take care of. Welcome back, Mr. Eury Perez, the 6'8", 220-pound flame-throwing righty out of the Dominican Republic. The 21-year-old is ready to make his return to the bump for the first time in almost 2 years after fully recovering from Tommy John surgery. He'll be making his series debut for us in Cleveland against the Guardians. Check out the lineup we'll be facing here. Looking pretty tough 1 through 6 with a lot of lefties. He's going to have to lean hard on his strong changeup if he wants to find success today. Taking a look at his rookie numbers from 2023, nothing but positives to take away. Well above average K rate with a great ERA and whip. Taking on Steven Kwan to lead off the game, perhaps a bit too amped up as he'll deliver a 4-pitch walk. Just settle down there, big man. It'll be all right. And settle in he does as he'll induce soft contact to short, which starts the 6-4-3 double play rally killer. After the 5-pitch battle with J-Ram, Perez will try to elevate a fastball. And man, that's just rude. Dude doesn't pitch for 2 years and you gotta do him like that? Not cool, man. Not cool. Next hitter is Kyle Manzardo. Perez will eat him up with a nice fastball, but sometimes baseball is a cruel sport as this one will drop in for another 2-out hit. Now he's got to go against Chase DeLauder, but this time Eury gets the job done and Edwards will snap close his glove for out number 3. Not the cleanest first inning back, but the damage will be limited at least. Dylan Carlson helps us out in the top half with a 2-run bomb, so now we get to pitch with a little more comfortably with a lead. And that's the Eury Perez we know and love. Sweet slider absolutely eats up Lane Thomas for strikeout number 1. Looking for back-to-back Ks, he'll mislocate a curveball in an 0-2 count, but the end result will be an easy flyout to left center. Location issues will persist with the next hitter, though, as Angel Martinez lines this misplaced fastball in left for another hit allowed. Now the number 9 hitter giving Perez troubles as he'll work the 3-2 walk after an extended battle. Trouble brewing now with Kwan at the dish, but Eury brings the fire and blows the fastball right by him for out number 3. Way to reach back, kid. Love seeing him get pumped out there as well. Back out there for the third. Not a great result as he'll walk his third batter of the game, this one after starting ahead 0-2. Now it's another matchup with J-Ram, but Eury is going to take this round 4-6-3 double play rally killer. We love it. But the defense giveth and the defense taketh away. Hard hit ball to left by Manzardo. Probably should have been snagged by Velasquez, but instead it's another 2-out hit. Perez just keeps pumping, though. Another 97 mile per hour at the top of the zone will get DeLauder to sky one. I swear this man is trying to bring rain with this hit, and Lopez will snag it for the final out. The offense adds a clean 4 runs in the top of the 4th, but Lane Thomas will jump all over this front door slider to get the Guardians started. Now Brian Rocchio gets in on the action with this single to left. Not hit terribly hard, but it'll get added to the hit column nonetheless. Major trouble brewing here, but Angel Martinez is going to bail out the Marlins chasing this fastball well off the plate, which will start the 3-6-1 double play rally killer. 3 of them things today induced by Eury Perez to seriously help himself out of some jams. And he'll go ahead and finish this inning off with a beautiful changeup off the outside edge to send Ingles down on strikes. Still pumping in the 5th, Kwan hits this one pretty well, and Velasquez with another terrible jump out there and left will lead to a double with no one out. Eury goes right after Nolan Jones, though, and he'll induce another pop fly in a 1-2 count to get an important first out. Now some danger at the dish with J-Ram. Have to be very careful here not to make a mistake, but Eury blows some smoke past him for the K. 97 on that bad boy for out number 2. Manzardo looking to get Quan home, but straight gas from Perez shuts that scoring threat down. That's what the young phenom can do when he is at his best. Super impressive. And that'll be all she wrote for Eury in this one. Don't want to overtax him in his first start back. Wasn't incredibly sharp, going 5 innings pitched, giving up 7 hits and walking 3. But he struck out 5 and induced 3 double plays to keep the damage to only 1 earned. Our offense would add a 6th spot in the 6th, and we kind of ran away with things from there. Anyways, that's all I got for you in this one. That'll wrap up our gameplays for Season 1. In the next episode, we'll recap the season as a whole, checking out our final stats and performances on the year. But in the meantime, between time, hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm gone. Deuces!